Yo, welcome back. Today we are doing 7th grade AA3, area of triangles and trapezoids. Alright, these are your notes. Put in your journal. Review: a polygon is a closed shape connected by straight lines. Okay. Number 2, a triangle is a three-sided polygon, and to find the area of a triangle you use the formula below. You can write the formula two different ways, but they're basically the same thing. You can find the area by taking half times base times height, or you can do base times height and then divide that by 2. Okay, so for this example here, give you a minute, copy the notes, pause it if necessary. I don't know if I'm going to have room for all of this stuff. Alright, just to give you an idea. So to do and we can just take this off. Alright, so we can do area equals half times base times height. Okay, so half in a calculator would be 0.5 times base. The base is down here, which is 4 times 8 equals 0.5 times 4 times 8 equals 16. Alright, submit. Alright, so the half base times height, or you could do base times the height, which is 6, and divide that by 2. That equals 30. Okay, that's the same thing. Alright, let's go to the second part of the notes. Alright, so we got the next part of the notes. Okay, perpendicular. Okay, that is lines that meet at a 90-degree angle. Okay, so this dotted line here and this dotted line here are perpendicular. Okay, and that is important because when finding the area of a triangle, the base and the height must be perpendicular. Okay, so you see how they extend the base out here to the left, and when they measure the height you have to measure straight up and down. Like, you can't measure it this way, because if we measured this slanted height line, it would be more than 3 centimeters. And then if you multiplied, say it's like 3.5, this would be 3.5 if you measured it the slanted way. And if you multiplied half times 3.5 times 6, then the area would be incorrect. So long story short, when you measure the base and height of a triangle, you must take the base and height in a perpendicular fashion. It has to be straight up and down when you measure the height and the base. Alright, and the reason the formula, remember the formula for area equals half base times height, okay, is because a triangle, if you take a parallelogram and cut it in half, you get 2 triangles. That is where the half comes from, because we've cut a parallelogram in half And if you remember from the previous lesson, the area of a parallelogram is base times height. So when we cut it in half and make a triangle, that half gives you the area of a triangle. All right, so go ahead and copy those notes. Pause and rewind if necessary. All right, so here we're going to do half times, I'm going to do 6 times 3, which is 18, divided by 2, that's 9. 8 times 5 is 40, divided by 2, that's 20. All right, which brings us to the next part of our lesson, which is trapezoids. Trapezoids is the next part of our lesson, so let's get the notes for that. All right, let's continue to the next part of the notes. The notes right here, we're talking about trapezoid is a 4-sided polygon with 1 pair of parallel sides. So this is a parallel, okay? Lines in the same plane that never touch. So these two base lines, this base 1 and this is base 2. Okay, I don't know what happened here. All right, so the base 2 and base 1 lines are parallel. Those are the parallel lines. All right, so the trapezoid area formula, first you have to have a this is a label, a diagram and a picture and a diagram of the trapezoid. So it's base 1, so 6, plus base 2. Let me get the calculator out. All right, so base 1, we look at the diagram, that's basically the shelf up here, the roof, let's say the roof. All right, so that would be 6 plus the floor, base 2, that's the bottom base here, plus 9. 6 plus 9 times the height, which is 6, then divide that by 2, and our answer is 45. That's our answer. Let me do that again because I probably did too many buttons. All right, so the 6 plus 9 times 6 divide by 2, 45. All right, clear. 3 plus 2, you know, according to the formula, it doesn't matter which order. You know, I could do 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 3 times 4 divided by 2 equals 10. All right, last example, 3 plus 6 times 8 divide by 2, 36. All right, there you go. All right, I guess I'll do this problem as well, because then you're going to have to use the formula in a different way. So let's go ahead and do this, which means I have to delete these notes, rewind and pause as needed. Alright, so to solve this problem, you first start with the formula and then you substitute the values. Alright, so area, they tell us right here, so you substitute area with 47.6. Then the rest of the formula is half. We don't know what the base is, so we substitute u, and the height we know is 8. Okay, so then what we're going to do, half times 8. Okay, now you know, you can, this is just for looks, you can switch the 8 into u, just so maybe it makes a little bit more sense. Alright, so half times 8, that's going to be half of 8, which is 4. U equals 47.6. Alright, so we need to know what u is, so we're going to divide both sides by 4. These 4 cancels out, u is left. Grab the calculator and we're going to do 47.6 divide 4 equals 11.9. Okay, so that gives us 11.9. Do it again. I like to check my work. 47.6 divide 4 equals 11.9. Drop that in the box. Okay. Alright, so that's how you do those type of problems. Just use substitution. Substitute the values that you know and then solve for the answer. Alright, so that's the end of that video. If you have any questions, see me or Miss Sutton in class. Other than that, peace.